shit, Fargo, what's up? Working with these guys.
Watch out, Kelly. You gotta let everybody in.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Good, good.
You got these beautiful ones around the office, though?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes there's more.
Yeah.
So,
I think today it's just two, but.
you're doing tour, are you doing it?
Don't know, but I sure can. So we name everything. So we know where we're at. So this is what we call the East End.
So our warehouse, they print all the orders over here, and then grab them from here, pick them, put them in here, and then get them packed and ready for UPS and FedEx to pick up right over here.
Oh, so this is the custom vinyl. Why didn't you buy one? Oh, like a DTF printer or something? Yeah.
Worse.
Worse than the
They're
DTF.
saying the maintenance is a little bit mild.
There's a lot that
You gotta have the volume to fix
It's in Buffalo Flats. The other side of Buffalo Flats.
So what is this?
So because of the way the vinyl's made, when it goes through those rollers, it might just get, a bug's just gonna fly in and get smashed in the warehouses that make it. And so this is all on, they should almost all be on the liner side. So it's smashed between the vinyl and the liner.
Oh, that is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting.
Yep.
And after you leave on Friday, you're going to say, I'm coming back. So, we want to welcome everybody to tonight in Fargo and coming out to share this time with Heat Transfer Warehouse. So you're kind of over to Trish, we got some housekeeping stuff.
Alright, so first couple of housekeeping things. As most of you do know, but we'd like to remind you, please use your social media because we encourage it. But we also have a special Snapchat filter today here and then tomorrow at our sanctuary event. So please make sure you use that because we want to make sure that you get back so you get plenty of rest because we are going to have an awesome day tomorrow. So we want you ready and well rested for that. Tomorrow morning, we will have buses instead of the vans, and they will be at the Delta at 8, ready to leave at approximately 8:10.
Okay, again, we just want to thank our Heat Transfer Warehouse team for all the work they have put into in supporting Palooza. So we can give a round of applause to Heat Transfer Warehouse and our team there. We really appreciate you guys. As far as our culture too, and our work ethic in with Fargo. So we're really excited about that. I also want to thank Darren for bringing us all those customized pens today. So where's Darren? So thank you. Round of applause for Darren. Medine in lane 7, they cranked out some awesome swag also today. So make sure you grab that before you get out of here because it's really cool. And also do not forget your swag bag. If you have not grabbed it, it's still in the East Annex over there right in behind the windows. Make sure you grab those tonight. There's lots of extra goodies in there. It's personalized to everybody that came here. And so just so you know, there's a little extra. I know Joe was disappointed because he lost his for a while, but he did find it. And he found it. Let's have a great time tonight, and thank you everybody for coming out.
Whoa. I cannot confirm nor deny if Machine Gun Kelly was in the hotel we were in, but his staff sure was. And they gave me some free tickets to the concert.
This is Captain Jackie Love, and I'm coming inside. Over and out. slow down. The show hasn't even started yet. Huh? Bass, this is EMAC. I think we
didn't travel all the way that far, but we went kind of close to find this
Coming
next
in
member.
now,
We
son.
went to fucking UK. Bound Arguments. Terrible intro. I'm really sorry. Sophie, just play guitar and shut me the fuck up. Thanks. Check out this air guitar I can do.
I know, but it's on there. So we're not turning on. Look, does yours do this? So mine is in portrait. I wanted to go to landscape. Alright, do it. Do it.
I see what you're talking about. I don't know if yours does that.
It did it yesterday.
Ours is doing the mannequin challenge. I can do that right here. Mine does this in my hand.
What's going on, Mike?
There you go.
What up, man?
Morning. You ready for the day?
Yes, I am.
You missed the concert last night. It was like a straight up and down rock and roll concert. Straight up and down.
No rap?
No rap. Like he was rapping, but his rock and roll following was so tough. He definitely had a good show though. It was a good show. So something to do. I see y'all was over here chopping it up last night.
Oh, yeah, you seen me?
It was on Instagram. I seen y'all over here. It was my bedtime though. Oh yeah.
You do them AG hats?
Huh?
Did you do the AG hats?
I got this done at Lids.
Lids?
Yeah, Lids.
It's longer than mine. Yeah?
Yeah. So I gave him I might do a little video on that, you know what I'm saying? For people that don't have embroidery machines, you can go submit your artwork to Lids, and then they'll take it and digitize it for you in their machine. And then whenever you want to get a hat, you just go grab your blank hat and hand it to the person that Lids, and you tell them what you want. They'll do it.
They told me to bring a digitized file to them. I actually got a membership with Lids.
Okay.
And I got a lot of hats.
Yeah.
Fill that whole table up.
Well, you like the sea hat though. Yeah. You said, what is it called? The captain's hat?
Captain C, coaches C, whatever you want to call it. But right now it's standing for the Guardian. So
Okay.
this is a new one. You know they changed the name.
Okay.
And that's why it's not the Indians anymore. It's Cleveland Guardian.
How long have you been making content?
Officially about 4 years. My content is all around my print shop. So I run a print shop day to day, selling print promotional products, large format stuff. And so I try to just open up the doors to all of the secrets behind what print shops are, the ups, the downs, the struggles, the failures, the wins, all that fun stuff.
Okay. All right.
That's the summary.
Keeping it thorough.
That's right.
Very thorough. Vegas crew over here. I'm the biggest fan, Rich.
Yeah, Rich catching the bus, man.
Look back 5 years onto your channel and you're you're blinking a lot because your little camera has a little light that turns off and the camera shuts off, and you gotta make sure the little light doesn't turn off, because I get comments on all my old videos about me blinking a lot. And that's because my camera would always shut off in the middle of me filming, so I'm there like doing this to make sure it's not off so I can keep talking. And that's my story. It was nerve-wracking, but I'm glad because it led me to this journey of meeting amazing people and amazing brands, influencers, and working with incredible entrepreneurs and business owners.
It was probably like 2011, somewhere around in there. So no Instagram, nothing was there, and it was the wrong orientation. It was an unboxing video. I didn't show my face. It was shaky, but I started, right? Like I started the channel, I jumped in. And what pushed me to go all in on YouTube, Google had a Hangouts on Air platform where you could like live stream, and it would live stream to YouTube, and that pushed me to go further into YouTube and to go all into it. And so I started doing those like monthly, weekly, whatever, and that at that point I started growing and getting over myself because I hated my voice, I hated the way I blinked, I hated the way I breathed, I hate the way I move my mouth. Like, so you have to get over all those things at some point and just like dive in.
So for me, to make a long story short, I've been an entrepreneur by nature my entire life. One hustle always led me into the next. So in 2016, I ended up having my daughter full time, and I needed to figure out insurance. So I went and got a job as a security guard. A lot of you may remember my oversized white button-up shirt. But when I got the first paycheck, I realized that it wasn't enough money to like survive myself and my kid. And if I didn't have t-shirts, it wouldn't have been able to sustain my life at that time. So a lot of people around me complain about work, about jobs, and different things like that. So I thought about, if I showed people how I was making t-shirts, then they could help somebody. So I wrote 10 articles for how to start a t-shirt business, probably much like his, like for $100 or $1,000, and all these different articles to get people started. And I looked at them and I realized that I can't spell, I probably can't afford an editor. So I put my phone up just like this is right here. I propped it up on something, and I'm sitting at a desk, it's a bad angle, and I said, "Welcome to T-Shirt Side Hustle." And that was the start to my YouTube videos. And then a month later, I put out 150 videos in 30 days because I just, with every job that I was doing, I would show people what I was doing. So if I was doing vinyl, I would do vinyl, I would do whatever it was. And then like everybody else, those insecurities that you have, I didn't have any insecurities. I just, people were like, you get what you got. But in one video I said, "all right," so many times, there were so many comments. Like if I had $1 for every time you said "all right," and I was like, man, listen, you get what you get. But now, working through those insecurities or those things that people may judge you off of, and if they listen to the message about, what it is that you're doing, I don't do it anymore. And now it seems like I'm some seasoned speaker or anything like that, but you work through those things over time. My favorite quote is, you don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. And if you guys, obviously most people are going to start, but starting is something that people can't do. A lot of times, we're not really in the business of like even showing people. We're just in the business of giving people permission and sharing the stories. And I think if we all lean into our story, it will inspire more people, because people are going to gravitate towards the people that they can relate to, and they relate to your story and where you come from and how you do it and how you deliver, and stay authentic to yourself. And, getting started is just a minor barrier that you can cross really easy.
Yeah, the first time I posted a video, I used to, had nothing to do with decorating t-shirt and whatnot. I used to resell a lot of sneakers and whatnot. So I made a video, I was reviewing sneakers or reselling them, and then I was pretty much, I was really excited about it, posted it on YouTube, and then, got 4 views. And now it's me, my wife, 2 kids. If my dog could watch the videos, I'd probably have 5 views. But from there, it probably really changed when I started treating it like a business. I had a lot of background on Amazon and Etsy, so I treated YouTube like a marketplace. I realized it was all about searchable content. I started putting my time into keywords and whatnot. So just having a lot of perseverance and not giving up on that first video was probably the most important thing, because the first one, just like, the first 100 views was more important to me than like 100,000 views later. So just appreciating each new view and compared to like the mass amount of views was probably my greatest perception of the entire thing.
So with me, just like Rich, I didn't start off like making t-shirts. I started off as like a music channel. So I was singing R&B, feels like, go check it out. So I thought, let me just make a video so that people can hear my music and watch, you know, that'll help promote my music better. So that's how I started off. And I got into t-shirts because, so I'll tell the story so much. It's like, my mother asked me to get some shirts made, go get some shirts made for her brother who had a shipping company and on boats. So I said, well, rather than go get these shirts made from somebody, why don't we go half on this machine? And actually, I think I saw the machine from Stan, it might have been Stan's, one of Stan's videos. And I said, there's this machine called the Silhouette Cameo. Why don't we just go half on this machine? And, you know, rather than, you know, then I'll have this machine forever. I bought the machine and I made my first video because the Silhouette Cameo came with no instructions. Like you're looking for like instruction booklet, there's no instruction booklet with it. So thank you, Silhouette, for not having an instruction booklet, because if you did, I would have made my first, I would have got into, you know, making these videos. And, you know, once you make one video, people ask questions in the comments, and that leads to another video and another video. But for me, it was all about, I'm gonna make these videos anyway. I wasn't looking for like, to be a YouTuber, you know, I generally enjoyed making videos. My degree is in digital film and video production, but prior to, I was already making videos. Like, I always had a camera in my hand, always had a camcorder, so I was gonna do it regardless. So the hardest thing for me was to be in a room by myself, looking at this hole, and imagine, like, this is the weirdest thing ever. I'm looking at this hole and I'm imagining I'm talking to people. It's like the weirdest thing. That was the most difficult thing for me to get over. I'm like, I'm talking to myself in this room. It's weird. But, you know, now I just do it like it's nothing. So, yeah.
I just really wanted to show my journey. I wanted to show my process, and it, you know, continued to grow. So my first set of videos was horrible. I had to get over some insecurities as well. Because I had this heavy Brooklyn accent. Everyone always said, you're from Brooklyn, right? So certain way I pronounce certain things, but you know, I had to get over that. I had to get over, you know, my screaming child in the background. I had to get over things, because I started my channel right in the middle of the pandemic. So I had to get over a lot of different things. But my channel really started to grow when I started to really just show and share my story. So for me, I had to decide, how was I going to be different? How was I going to set myself apart? And how was I going to keep people, you know, in tune with me and my channel? So just like, you know, Stan, you have to really, you know, put yourself out there. I had to get over all that stuff, and I had to think about, you know, all those things that I wanted to keep hidden. I literally had to bring them to the forefront, and that's what made my channel grow, and that's what made people relate to me. So getting over all of those insecurities, getting over the things that I think people might not be interested in, I brought it into my channel. I brought it into, you know, my tutorials, and I made it a part of my story and made it a part of my journey, and that's what really, you know, propelled me. And I'm like, okay, I can do this, because I really thought that I didn't want to do it, and it was actually Alan who actually kept pushing me, because for a long time, I was hesitant on starting my channel. So all of us, so, you know, pretty much all of us, you know, we have our channels, we have our platforms, and we have our, you know, insecurities or whatever it is that keeps us or holds us back from things. But I want to say, you know, put that aside, think about the bigger picture, because you'll never know where it's going to take you. And I'm so glad to be here, a part of this great event, meeting everybody, because had I not started, and had I, you know, held, or had I continued to procrastinate, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Okay, so